And now we want to return to the story we were telling you about just a minute ago. The man charged with the murder of Susan Malden, who hired him to remodel her home, is due in court tomorrow. Robert Bradfield, before he headed to that breaking news scene, took a look at new evidence just released in the case.
More than 200 pages of evidence were released against a Clay County contractor charged with murdering a woman who had hired him for a bathroom remodel. Investigators found bloodstains in the living room and in the kitchen of Susan Malden's home. Her neighbors say it was a sign of a struggle.
There's no way she would have gone willingly.
Pat Ritchie lives next door and fears Malden was attacked and killed inside her own home. New documents reveal what Corey Binderam, who's charged in Malden's death, was doing leading up to the day before she was reported missing. These newly released pictures show Binderam buying concrete and construction bags at a Fleming Island Home Depot. This picture shows Binderam at Malden's home that same morning. According to the state attorney's office, Binderam then dumped about 300 pounds of debris at the Rosemary Solid Waste Management Facility. Ritchie told us last year she wished she could have intervened.
What you should have done, what you wish you could have done, and you didn't.
This affidavit reveals inconsistencies with Binderam's statements about his whereabouts on the day he was seen at Malden's home, including denying he was even there. Malden's body was found about 3 months later at a southern Georgia landfill, where waste from Clay County is sent, including from the place Binderam dumped the earlier debris. Binderam was arrested and pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder. He's scheduled for a status hearing Tuesday. Robert Bradfield, First Coast News, on your side.